if you are a real estate agent and you know people and actually have some sort of a database, no matter what it is, my bestie Sylvia Dana and I are about to share with you the secret to making money with your database and how you could actually build your entire business with just your database and the people you know. Stick around.
Hey guys, it's Rebecca Yusan with My Real Estate Agent Lifestyle, eXp Realty, and Think Future Real Estate. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every time I post an AI for Real Estate Agent video. Did you know if you partner with me at eXp Realty, choose me as your sponsor, you will get my setup for AI lead gen on autopilot for free. In fact, you'll get all of my AI coaching absolutely free.
I have my bestie here, Sylvia Dana with eXp Realty up in Michigan, and she's amazing. And I finally get to have her talking with me. We used to do it all the
We used to
time,
do this all the time.
and now we're back because we're amazing together.
We think
And
so anyway.
no, we are. So we get to share all of our amazingness with everyone again.
I
So
love
it's going to be
it.
so much fun.
I love it.
So it is November, the end of November of 2023, which is really hard to believe, but 2023 is coming to a close. And whether you're excited about that or not, it just is what it is.
It is
So
what
we're
it
going to,
is.
so we're going to embrace it. And today we are going to be talking about some topics that are near and dear to our hearts. And that's database management and like hitting up your database and how to always be using AI to make things so easy for you. So we're going to share some secrets. It's going to be so much fun.
Well, it's really not a secret. It's just a matter of doing it. So, like, from my end, when it comes to working with your database, you have to have one. Step one.
One.
Step two, you got to put all those people in a system
Oh,
like KV Core or like Chime, which is now called Lofty, or whatever CRM system you are using. You got to put them in there. So that's step
you
two.
got to put them in.
I know, weird. And then
Like everybody, right?
all
Everybody.
all the people that
Your
you
hairdresser, everyone that you know. If you have a phone number, an email address, mostly email addresses for what we're going to talk about today, but phone and email, they go in.
they go in
Period.
there. .com.
Your mom,
Yes, your mom, your long lost friend, any past
Uncle
loved ones,
Eddie.
of course, anybody who's been referred to you, your cousin's best friend, whoever. Put them all in there.
Yeah, and I know a lot of you have huge email lists in your email that you use all the time. Like I don't even know, I probably have over 5,000 just email addresses, randoms.
Mm-hmm.
Put those all in there. Who cares if you don't know them?
Right.
Doesn't matter.
100%.
Get them in there.
So email marketing definitely still works. It's still a thing. It's probably still the most important, I think, to make sure you're doing. And when it comes to working with your database, besides emailing, having search alerts set up, I think the most important thing that you can have is a search alert set up, even beyond the drip campaign, having search alerts set up. So then when people get these search alerts, and if they're opening the emails and you can see they're looking at properties and interacting with you from your system, like KV Core. And the reason I keep referring to KV Core or a system like that is because with a system like that, you've got an IDX website, you've got lead generating capabilities. People can look at properties on your website through the IDX. And then you can see on your end what they're looking at. So Follow Up Boss, for example, is just a CRM. It's not the IDX. It doesn't have search alerts and all that stuff. It's a fine CRM. A lot of people want to use it. But if you go all in with one system, then everything's in one place and you can see everything your contacts are doing. So
Yeah, so search alerts is a big deal, but you have to have a system that allows for search alerts, right? A smart system. Because if you're lucky enough that you have KV Core, it's smart. It's kind of AI smart, and it predicts what your email list wants to see. And this is another really good one.
people love getting property alerts.
They do.
You know, who doesn't want to know what's for sale in the area?
Mhm.
And even if the people are not looking to move anytime soon, they want to know what their neighbors are doing. They want to know when the neighbor's house goes up for sale, because then they have something to talk about. They have some gossip,
Yep.
and they can be the first person in the neighborhood to find their new neighbor. That happens all the time. Oh my gosh, my friend Jody wants to move here. Now I know this is for sale, and I can get them in there, and they're going to call you to help their friend Jody
100%.
buy the house. Yeah, it doesn't happen every time, but it happens.
It does happen.
It happens. So just put people, if you don't know where they want to be, just put them on their own neighborhood search.
Yeah, I'm always teaching, and how I do it is everybody that I know that I have an address for, if I know they own the home, they get all the new listings in their zip code once a month. And even if they don't own, they get the same thing because
Oh, yeah.
they might be curious. So anyway, and then besides that, nurturing that database, you know, in a system like kvCore, you can set them up on birthday messages. People like that. So they're getting a text message, they're getting a home anniversary message. Then you can do pretty great email marketing. Now, in a system like kvCore, there's not current like great analytics for seeing who opened. You can see if somebody on their individual contact timeline opened an email, but you can't see the overall analytics yet with kvCore. I'm okay with this. I don't care. It's just like, just send it, just keep sending it. And for my mental health, I don't need to see who opted out. I don't need to take that personally. So I'm just not going to look.
No. But also, Sylvia, would you rather have someone opt out or not even know you're there? Which one would you rather have?
Right. No, that's a good, exactly. I'd rather have them opt out. So that leads me to our next point. It's like, we have to be doing way more than we think we need to. If you say, well, I emailed them yesterday, I don't want to send another email for a couple more days. You know, if you haven't had some interaction yet with this person and you're still trying to get to them, you kind of got to do more, because we're getting so bombarded with messages, advertisements, emails, texts. Things get lost through the shuffle. So you've got to be the loudest. And you know, you might be the best realtor, but if you're not the loudest and the most in your face and the most out there, you're not going to get the most business, because that other person who is loud will.
Exactly. You have to be the Grant Cardone of the email world or the Gary Vee. They are so in your face, and they probably get unsubscribed to
all the time,
every second of the day. But somehow they always work their way back in there, but still they're top of mind. And that's the key. And honestly, the last couple classes I've bought, it's because of email marketing. And I've had people emailing me for years that I just never unsubscribed to, because I just liked something about what they were sending, or I thought, hey, I'm going to copy those emails one day. I'm going to need those ideas. So I saved them. But then I bought something from them. So you just never know. Don't make assumptions for your list of what they want to see. Tell them what you want to see. Create the narrative, like the news, right? Sylvia and I are a little bit political. We can't talk politics together, but the news that we watch creates the narrative in our heads. It tells us what we should be believing for our side. Do that to your clients. Tell them what they should believe about you and real estate and business and what's happening in the neighborhoods. You control the narrative. It's easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
They should tell you what to believe for your side, because, you know, me being a journalist, that's gross. But anyway.
It is gross, and I don't like it, but that's just reality. That's what happens.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Okay, next.
But yes, the role of news is to set the agenda of what the important topics are, but not to tell you what you're supposed to believe. But anyway, okay.
I totally agree with you, girl. Okay. I'm on your side on that one. Okay.
So,
oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, yes. Assumption is the enemy of opportunity. And
Mhm.
so if you're assuming exactly what you said, Rebecca, if you're assuming that your base doesn't want to hear from you again, or they don't need that many emails, or they don't need that many calls or texts or newsletters or social media posts, you're just wrong. You're assuming
You're wrong.
something, and you're pushing opportunity away from you by that assumption. That's absolutely correct.
Exactly. So whatever you think in your head is normal, think 10 times more. That's what they need, 10 times more. Yeah.
Even, yeah, and maybe even more than 10 times. It's kind of like the other day I was talking to somebody who's an accountant, and I told that accountant how much like I needed help. And they're like, I want to help you here, and they have my contact information. I'm going to contact you. So this was like a week and a half ago. Still haven't heard from that person. Do you know why? Because they're waiting to take an order from me.
Yeah.
They're waiting to take an order instead of being the one in control and reaching back out to me and taking my business, because I
Mhm.
already put my hand up. So somebody who looks at a property on your website doesn't mean they're looking to buy right this second. Maybe not. But if you're not the one keeping the ball in your court all the time, you're not going to get the ball when the person finally tosses it back to you, because you stopped trying. You stopped tossing that ball back. So yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's true. And another thing, a lot of people are worried they don't know what to say. That's where you need to start using AI and chat GPT and tools like that, because you can train your chat GPT how to understand who you are and what your clientele is. There's a question right in the profile section. There's like 4 questions you should answer so that it knows who you are. And people get nervous about technology knowing you, but just stop it. It's
Mhm.
coming. Embrace it. Use it. Make ChatGPT understand you so it understands also the words that your clients want to hear. When you see something on Facebook and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally needed to hear that today.
Mhm.
Well, that's because it's you. Whoever put that out there, you're their avatar, you're their potential client,
Right.
and they have nailed you. So use those tools to write. I mean, I don't write hardly anything anymore. At first, I felt a little weird about that. But the more I do it, I'm like, this is genius, because I'm using this technology so that I can do the things that I'm actually really good at, which is, talking to people, training, being with people, networking. Those are the things that I'm good at. So use your tools and resources to create all that unlimited content. You can create all your emails for an entire year in one day if you want to.
Mhm.
So easy.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. As far as database management, you know, we've got to be in control. We've got to create some messaging. And on that part of like, I don't know what to say, that comes with just practice. If you're going to be on the phone with somebody beyond an email or a text, you just have to practice. And role playing, though a lot of us hate that, can be a good start, because it's just
Yep.
kind of like when I used to play soccer, or when you used to be in cheerleading, right? You'd practice and practice and practice, so that when you perform, you would know you're going to make the jump or the flip or whatever you guys did.
Yeah. The score. Yes.
and
All of it.
and when I went to be a defender as a soccer player, I'd practice and practice certain moves. And so when it came time to perform, I knew what to do when I was under the wire with somebody from a different team who wasn't on my same team. I needed to
Yeah.
learn how to do that. So that's where the role playing comes in, and learning how
Yeah.
to talk to people.
And why do we get so weird about role playing? Just do it. Everybody in the room is hating it and nervous about it. Just be the leader in that and just say, I'll do it. I'll be the one that screws up. And people
Mhm.
appreciate it. People love it when someone makes a mistake, because then you're just human. So
Mhm.
let's just change that narrative for 2024. We all love role playing, period.
Love
No,
it. It's so great.
yes, just get it over with.
Yeah.
It really makes a difference.
It
So
really does. What else?
anyway,
More about AI tools or database management, following up. And we were talking about, this order taking versus, being in control and being the one who reaches out. You were saying earlier, top producers, they're the ones who are reaching back out. They're the ones that are keeping the ball in their court. they're not waiting to take an order. They're
No.
not waiting for somebody to call them, okay, I'm ready now. They keep reaching out and keep reaching out and keep reaching out.
Yeah, totally. I think of one individual agent that we both know very closely. She is relentless.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets you on the phone, she will not leave you alone. And then if she doesn't get you on the phone, she is relentless. And she's one of the top agents in our whole brokerage
Mm-hmm.
because she's just relentless. She has a big goal. And I think she doesn't know that she can fail because I think she knows that. I know you said there's no secrets, but the secret for her is just consistent follow up.
Right.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I like what you said. She doesn't know she can fail. You know why? Because she has failed, but the difference is you just keep trying, you keep doing it, you do it again, you get back up, you do it again, you get back up, you do it again. And that is somebody who actually can't fail, because if you keep trying, you ultimately won't fail. So it's
Mhm.
a good lesson for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the like assuming what you think your people want from you, it's almost like if I'm having a bad day, Sylvia's always there for me to pick me up and vice versa. And sometimes we'll say things to each other that, like, I'm not good enough or I can't do it anymore. But the other person sees us as amazing, and your friends and family and past clients see you as amazing. So it doesn't even make sense when you would say something like they don't want to hear from me,
Right.
because they do in a roundabout sort of way. Just stop assuming the worst.
Right.
Assume the best. Like our friend that we were talking about earlier, she just assumes that. I mean, that's the feeling that I get from her.
Yeah.
She just assumes
Of
that you
course
want
you
to hear
want me
from
to
her.
help you. Who
'Cause
else? Who's better to help you than me?
oh yeah, she
You
totally believes she is the
know,
best. But
100%.
I think I'm the best. Sylvia thinks she's the best,
But you
but
know what?
she thinks she is the best, and she's actually really good
Yeah, so
because
that's
she
the
just
thing.
doesn't stop.
The person that is going to be the best is the person that makes no assumptions.
Yes,
You know,
that's it.
and
Yeah.
they're going to be the most in your face, they're going to be the loudest, they're going to be the most disruptive, and that
Oh,
person's going to win. Hmm.
it's so true, Sylvia.
Isn't it?
I love that. Disruptive.
Hmm.
And 2024 is not going to be a year to be behind the scenes.
Mm-mm.
You just can't even be that anymore. I don't know when you could be that.
Well, I feel like the last few years, we could kind of sit back a little bit,
Coasting a little.
posting.
No more coasting, guys. We got to step it up. We have big shoes to fill. We have a new world in front of us, and we have to embrace it and show the world who's boss in real estate.
100%.
Why you should hire a licensed realtor who has spent countless hours studying, practicing, role playing. Sylvia and I have spent, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars learning our
Yeah.
craft,
Yeah.
and hours and hours and hours
Yes.
learning our craft. So show the world, tell the world that you're amazing, because you are.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to our amazing advice.
Yes, it is good advice. Well, if there's any more advice I could give her, like an action step to take, be something really simple. The first thing I would say is think about somebody who you feel like ghosted you, or maybe you ghosted. You haven't followed up with in a long time. Maybe it's another agent you were trying to attract. Maybe it's a lead that you had some interaction before and you just never really follow it up. You were kind of waiting for them to reach out to you. Somebody you just kind of let fall through the cracks, and send them a text message on your phone, just your little phone. Don't have a fancy system. Just reach out to them and say, "Hi, Sally. I have something amazing for you. Text me back when you get this message." And then your name
Ooh.
and your number and who you are, like a little signature. Like I have Sylvia Dana, comma, exprealty, comma, and my cell phone number. And that's my little signature. And just see what happens. And don't worry about what the amazing thing is yet till they reply back to you. Then you can think of
Like
something
it.
amazing. And it can be something as simple as, oh, I have something new to share with you about that thing we talked about last, or oh, I have a resource that is for you that is related to what we talked about last. So maybe you talk to somebody who's interested in buying, you have a buyer's guide for 2024.
Ooh, I love that idea. And if you don't, Google one.
Find something. Yeah, just go get something. Just something just to get the conversation started. So try that with one person. And then with 5 people, record a video message of yourself. Record a little
A what? A what?
video message.
Oh, I
Just
love
record
video
yourself. I know, me
messages.
too. Record
And
yourself.
people love receiving
They
those.
really do. A little video message under a minute long that just says, hey, Sally, it's Sylvia here at exprealty or whatever, whoever you are, their situation. And we talked before and I haven't talked to you in a long time. And I wanted to say hello and wish you a happy holiday. Hope everything's going great. And let me know when you're ready to do this, or I have a question for you. Are you ready to do whatever it is that you want to get to them to the next step of? Try that for 5 people. And I bet you'll see some results.
So, do you think 5 a day, Sylvia?
Yeah.
Or 5 a week? 5 a day.
5 a day.
Something that works for a lot of people too is just randomly messaging 5 people a day through Facebook Messenger. Hey, just wanted you to know I'm in real estate, or just something, just saying hi. We have an agent on our team, Sylvia, that has done very well with that. She started doing it for about 2 weeks and couldn't do it anymore because she got so busy.
Nice. I love it.
So it's not for everyone, but it does work for a lot of people.
I mean,
if you do it.
I think, the only people it's not for is somebody who doesn't want to be busy.
Something.
And I understand that. Sometimes I don't want to. I'm like, oh, then I'm going to have to work. Right?
I think that's a thing for a whole nother show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to be back every week and we're going to be sharing all of our goodie nuggets.
Love it.
With you so that you can have a big year. And hopefully someday we can all team up and work together in amazing ways.
I love it. Let's
Right?
do that.